Hello, my chicklets. Welcome to day 2 of our May Flowers event. Today we will be reading Pansies, Platonic Love. As always, information is in the description. Falling in love was something everyone was supposed to do, wasn't it? That's what Disney had always taught Roman. The hero swoops in and saves the day, and then he whisks the princess off her feet. They had been wrong about the princess part. He was certain of that purely by looking at how happy his brother was with his boyfriend. But the prince was still supposed to fall in love, right? The thought had been bugging him for a while, like a battle battalion just waiting for directions. The quiet murmurs of his thoughts echoed and twisted. Roman was supposed to fall in love. But what did love even feel like? He knew what love looked like. It was grand gestures and eloquent speeches. It was heartfelt professions and riding off into the sunset. It was beautiful, but it wasn't something Roman felt a need for. Remus had told him once that falling in love was something that happened slowly for a lot of people. It started with a friendship, and then one day you realized you wanted to spend the rest of your life making that person happy. But Roman didn't understand that. He wanted to spend the rest of his life with Logan, but it didn't feel romantic. It didn't feel like Disney. He let out an exasperated sigh as he flopped back on the couch, looking up at the ceiling. He and Logan had been best friends for years, and recently someone had asked him if the two of them were dating. He had dismissed it because their relationship just wasn't like that, but saying that they were just friends wasn't right either. Logan was his best and closest friend. They fought, they argued, they supported each other when no one else would. Roman, are you taking up the entire couch again? And your shoes are still on. Either you are lost in deep thought or you are intentionally attempting to annoy me. Oh, sorry, Specs. The former, then. Would you like to talk about it? Did he want to talk about it? He wasn't even sure where to begin, but Logan did like to push his communication agenda. Someone asked if we were dating, and it has me thinking about a lot of things. Logan frowned, picking up Roman's feet so that he could also sit on the couch. What specifically does it have you thinking about? Where is the line drawn between romantic and platonic? Because you are by far one of the most important people in my life, but I wouldn't classify my feelings as romantic. So, where is that line? Did I miss it somehow? Roman threw his hands up into the air with an exasperated sigh. There's nothing wrong with you, Roman. You don't have to be romantically attracted to people to be a whole person. It feels like I do. Yes, well, our society does put a large emphasis on romantic relationships, even to the point where it is seen as normal to lose platonic relationships over a romantic one, but society does not define us. Roman nodded, listening intently but trying to absorb the information. It was hard for him. He had always wanted what he saw in Disney movies, a happy ending where he was the hero. What does that mean for me? Roman assumed by the silence that his words had confused his four-eyed friend, but eventually Logan responded, Whatever you want it to mean. Just because you haven't experienced romantic attraction doesn't mean you can't have a romantic relationship, if that's what you want. There are also queer platonic relationships, and there's a life focused on your own happiness. All of these are valid options. I would suggest starting by looking up aromantic online and seeing if some of those experiences coincide with your own. It can be helpful to find a community of people who understand you. Roman let out a sigh that almost came out as a laugh. I should have come to you before stressing out about all of this, shouldn't I have? I do tend to have words of wisdom. Logan looked down at him with a cheeky smirk, and Roman lightly kicked him. Now I remember why I don't like you. The feeling is mutual. Logan laughed, trying to get up. You know you love me. That is still to be seen. What would you like for dinner? Can't we just have pizza? I also have a fondness for pizza, but not enough to have it a third time this week. I am making dinner. Roman groaned, sitting up only to fling himself over the side of the couch as he watched Logan leave. Such a travesty to not acquiesce to the demands of one such as myself. I am impressed that you were almost correct in your usage. Still hanging off the couch, Roman smiled. His heart felt lighter after that conversation. He still had a lot to think about himself, but now he had a direction to go, and he knew Logan would be by his side for it. Thank you again for joining us. Today was day 2 in our Mayflowers event, Pansies, Platonic Love. I hope all of you have a wonderful day.